Right, buddy. Manchester United versus Bilbao at home. A huge opportunity for United to make it to another European semi-final. This is the preview. Obviously, Manchester United are in a comfortable position, being 3-0 up. It's a game in which we shouldn't lose. We're in a very, very good position. 3-0 up at home at Old Trafford. But again, we don't want to allow them to get one early goal because that can really change the complex and the stance on the game. In terms of Bilbao, they drew their last game 0-0 at Sociedad. Before that, obviously lost 3-0 to Manchester United. Reports, obviously Vivian, their defender, is suspended for the game. Reports are suggesting that Nico Williams has not trained for Bilbao, so it is a chance that he will not be part of the game. Obviously, we know he probably didn't have the greatest game against United, but he still is a constant threat. In terms of United, we know De Ligt's probably going to be out for a game, which is very, very frustrating because he probably would have started either in the right centre-back or central centre-back position. The fact that he's out does give an opportunity to a younger player, but again, the injury did look quite serious. We will probably get an update from Ruben Amorim ahead of Thursday anyway. In terms of United players that are injured, we know Aiden Heaven's still out, Delo's out, Xerxes out, Martinez, De Ligt, and Collier, but we still have players returning now. Mazraoui, he's an interesting one. I don't know if he's going to be back. I think he should be. I think it was just fatigue that kept him out of the Brentford game. So I think he should be ready and available to start this game. But listen, this game is huge for Manchester United. You beat Bilbao, you're facing Tottenham or Bodo Glimt on the 21st of May in Bilbao. Listen, I expect United to go through. I think for Ruben Amorim, he knows we just need to game manage the game, take it 20 minutes at a time, and just see if we can get some goals. Because this Bilbao team, even with 11 men, I think we can beat them. We know the chances they had. Onana made 1 or 2 good saves. They had that Inaki Williams header. They do have players who can cause problems. The 2 blocks from Lindelof on the line. So they have got players who can definitely make a difference. But so to Manchester United. I mean, Ahmad's coming back from injury, which is huge. Garnacho's starting to pick up a bit of form. He scored a great goal against Brentford. We've got players like Amas who are getting into form, Yoro, Maguire, Højlund as well, see if he can get a goal. So yeah, we do have our own players who can definitely cause problems. I think Amorim knows that, and I think Manchester United know that as well. I think we will get through. It'd be it'd be a shock if United don't get through. In terms of teams, I mean, the team that played last week against Bilbao was Onana in goal, Lindelof, Maguire, Yoro as the back 3, Dorgu and Mazraoui, with Ugarte, Casemiro, Bruno, Garnacho and Højlund. And I think it will be a relatively similar team. Obviously, Binder started against Brentford, but I think it will be Onana in goal for this game. Back 3, Lindelof. It definitely will be Maguire and Yoro. Maguire and Yoro defo. I think it will be Mazraoui. If Mazraoui's not fit, it will be Lindelof. But that's the strongest back 3 I think you can go with at the moment. In terms of wing backs, I want Dorgu on the left. I don't think he'll start Amas, he'll probably bring him on. But I want Dorgu on the left and I want Amad Diallo on the right. I think in the last, when he came on against Brentford, he played right wing back. When he came on in the last 10 or 15 minutes against Bilbao, he played right wing back as well. And I think that's where Amorim, we've seen the reports, just before he got injured, that Amorim intends to use him as more of a right wing back now. So it makes sense why he is playing there. So you want to see Amad operate from that position. I think that's where he's most effective as well. And I think he can really have an impact on the team. You want to see him start. He's had 2 cameos now, and should be his opportunity to start. In terms of midfield, I think he'll go Casemiro and Bruno. I mean, 2 players who had a game off against Brentford. Bruno for the first time was an unused substitute for Manchester United. So I think this is the first time where he's actually been in the squad but hasn't played. Obviously injuries and suspensions don't count, but yeah, listen, he'll start this game. 2 goals last time, a goal for Casemiro. Those 2 will start in midfield for me. It's not about dropping Ugarte. I think you look at United, we're at home, we have the opportunity to express ourselves a bit more. We don't really need that defensive cover as much as we are 3 goals ahead. I think Casemiro would be the one that starts next to Bruno Fernandes. That leaves 2 10s open. You have Mount, Garnacho, Mainu to pick from. I think Garnacho will start. I think it will be Kobbie Mainoo as well. I think Mason Mount, he scored a great goal against Brentford. Good finish, great run. I don't know if he'll start this game. At one point, you want to see Mason Mount getting some games. Garnacho has played a lot of games recently, but I think this is a huge opportunity for Garnacho to get some minutes, whether that's from the left or the right, and really have an impact in the game. And through the middle, Rasmus. Obviously, we can't play Cheeto. He's not eligible. But Yeah, listen, I think we will play Haaland through the middle. I think he had a good game against Bilbao. He's holding up the play, getting people in behind. But yeah, listen, after the opening leg of the semi-finals, won 3-0 by United, we didn't probably have the greatest game. We were quite sloppy at times, but again, listen, we get the 3-0 victory, and I think we will ultimately get the win. I mean, we dominated them last time. Look at some of the stats: 73% possession for United, we had 27 for Bilbao, 2.55 expected goals, we had 1.11 for them. We had more shots on target. Yes, large parts of it probably did come down when they did have 10 men, but we did have a very, very good performance. Again, we know the threats they have: Inaki Williams, Berenguer, good player; Sanadi, I thought he's a good striker. But they are definitely there for the beating, and I think Manchester United will go for it. Ruben Amorim knows how important it is. We're 90 minutes away from a European final, which would get us into the Champions League, and that would be absolutely huge for Manchester United financially, and also in terms of that's the competition that we should be playing in. But yeah, listen, if Amorim can win a European trophy in his first season, will be fantastic. It's looking like, listen, I'm not going to say anything, but it's looking like it will be Tottenham in the final. Again, we haven't beat Tottenham since 2022, so hopefully we have something for them. But in terms of score predictions, I'm going to go 2-0 United. I mean, I don't think they will score. Hopefully not anyway, because if they get an early goal, it can massively change the game. They get a second goal, and then United are in nervy position. But we need to control the game, much how we played the second half in Bilbao. Control the tempo, control the chances, and ultimately don't allow them to get into the game. Because if they do, they can really spark a comeback. I'm going to go 2-0. As I said, my team: Onana in goal, Mazraoui if not Lindelof, Maguire and Euro. I mean, you could see Shaw come in, but I don't think he will. Dorgu and Diallo or Ahmad as the right wing back, and the left wing back, Casemiro, Bruno. 2 pivots: Mainu, Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund. Now, we'll have to wait and see who does come in, who doesn't. But yeah, let's see. I think it's going to be a very, very tricky game. Bilbao. Again, the tie's not over, so we must go for it.